In the short film Neon Echoes, a rogue archivist manages to discover a highly classified memory, one with the potential to dismantle a corrupt government. The society she lives in operates on a brutal economy. Human memories are extracted, commodified, and traded by corporate elites to maintain control over the population. To view this banned file, Ilara has to interface directly with it. Doing so means risking her own cognitive stability, slowly erasing her mind as the corporate data overwrites her identity. By commodifying memory, the corporate class effectively erases the history of the lower sectors. A population that cannot remember its own past struggles lacks the foundation for any meaningful resistance. Moving these philosophical ideas from a concept to a finished frame requires a highly structured production pipeline, starting with the written page. The opening script pages establish two things immediately: Ilara's deep cynicism and the physical danger of the environment she operates in. We see this in her dialogue. When she recognizes the drive's security features and mutters, "corporate-grade encryption," she's positioning herself as an active adversary to the ruling government. The stakes are escalated by the automated system she's working with. The computer voice issues a clinical warning. Viewing the classified file carries an 87% risk of total cognitive overwrite. She ignores the warning. She gives a verbal command to bypass all safety protocols and physically jams the silver drive straight into her neck port. Hearing the risks and choosing to sync anyway moves the story past the high-tech gadgets and into the realm of human stakes. Ilara isn't a passive observer. She weaponizes her survival. Once those emotional beats are locked on the page, the next step is translating them into a spatial shot list to guide the camera framing. Our spatial diagram starts on the data drive, then isolates Ilara. It pushes into an extreme close-up on her Neuralink, emphasizing the intrusion. Finally, a split-screen chart illustrates the hard cut from Ilara's dark world to the bright boardroom. Without a single line of exposition, throwing the audience from a grimy, dark space into a sterile environment forces them to feel the extreme disparity between these two social classes. The quiet horror of that boardroom memory ends when Ilara is yanked back to reality. The film shifts into an action sequence introduced by a corporate sweeper named Jax. High-budget action sequences typically require massive coordination. Here, we rely on prompt engineering, carefully structured text instructions fed into an AI video generator. For the breach, we input a prompt for a cinematic medium shot. A corporate enforcer kicks through a futuristic metal door into a smoke-filled room. We follow that with a prompt for a low-angle action shot, the same enforcer stepping through the doorway, firing a glowing blue energy weapon while servers spark and shatter around him. Dressing Jax in an immaculate white suit amidst all this destruction is a deliberate visual choice. It shows that the corporation can inflict immense violence while maintaining an image of purity. Ilara's retaliation requires a prompt focusing on high-tension movement, a fast pan of a woman throwing a heavy smoke grenade, the dense purple gas erupting to blind her attacker. This sets up the escape. We prompt for a slow-motion, wide-angle shot of Ilara launching backward through a shattered window into the rainy, neon-lit night. The sequence concludes with a final tracking shot prompt. We follow Ilara as she hits the wet concrete of an alleyway, recovers her footing, and begins running full speed into the neon fog. Chaining these descriptive text inputs together creates a cohesive sequence. The frantic editing pace directly mirrors Ilara's degrading, chaotic mental state. Slowing down, marrying thematic analysis with specific scripting and generated visuals creates a repeatable workflow. This process bridges the gap between a written concept and a visual sequence that functions as a narrative.